just finished book 4, volume 4, The Walking Dead, The Heart's Desire. And from the title of the book, I already knew this about to be some bullshit with love. So in this book, we introduced to Michonne character. I really like her character, by the way. Now, this from the last book. It ended with, the prisoners trying to kick out the group. They just coming and causing chaos and everything. Now, if you don't know, in the last book, Patricia, I think her name is, she released a serial killer that's been trying to kill the women. And she even helped the other prisoners out. Why? Because she crazy as shit. But Otis, I ain't know this book was about to get racist on some shit. That nigga, he said the hard R. I did not expect that. But he is country, so, Alan did get bit this book. His survival instinct is horrible. This remind me of when his wife died, too. She was not paying attention. He just died in the same way. That was stupid. But let's get back into Michonne. She really just gave Tyrese head on the basketball court, bro. This is too much. This is too much. You just got here. You ain't even been here a month. Carol was going to try to find Tyrese. She see them doing this on the court. Wow. This is crazy. And Michonne talking to herself too. Man, I did not know that they was going to go this direction with her character in the comic book. I guess I don't know. It's kind of weird to see her like this and totally different in the TV show, right? She called Andrea a bitch for no reason just because she was like, yo, are you talking to yourself? She kind of crazy for real. It makes sense though. She been through a lot, like family dying, alone, isolated in the wild with zombies around her. Like, it makes sense. But I guess Carol don't give Tyrese head in the comic book, oral sex. She don't give him oral sex, so I guess they really turn him on with Michonne did it. But she tried to do it like she bit his, But she was just like, yeah, go find another cell. Carol tried to kill herself, bro. She slit her wrist in front of her child. Carol is crazy as hell in the comic books. Wow. I'm so glad they didn't go this direction with the show. Rick feeling a little too self-righteous in this book for me. At the end of the day, even though Tyrese did cheat, you don't just blame a possible suicide on him like that. His daughter just died, bro. And, as a leader, you got to be more emotionally there for people. Obviously, he's not all the way there. And Tyrese, I don't really like him in this book a lot neither. Just because, he's trying to paint Rick as a monster because he killed Dexter. But, at the end of the day, you also killed somebody. You choked them, you strangled them to death. That's more personal, Dexter was he had a gun to Rick's head. Like, you thought Rick was going to let that go for real? You say you're not ashamed of being a murderer, but, why you attacking Rick for murdering? And even though Tyrese kind of right as well, I think he's trying to paint Rick as, like, a bad guy because he feels horrible about what happened to Carol. And he just trying to, shift the blame. At the end of the day, bro, you still cheated on Carol. You fucked up for that. But yeah, man, Rick been blacking out. I guess, he's very stressed with being like the leader, having to make these tough decisions. Man, I really like this book. I do like it. Carol ended up kissing Rick when he woke up. I think he was out for like a day. Yeah, 24 hours, 26 hours, I think she said. But yeah, she kissed him. And remember, she kissed Lori in the last book too. And she was like, I'm not going to tell Lori. Rick say, shit, I'm going to tell her. Because imagine if he don't tell Lori and, Carol bring it up. That's not going to make him look good. Rick not a leader no more. They just formed a Democratic committee with 4 people. I like that. I don't like the leader stuff 100% because obviously everybody don't agree on everything. But yeah, man, early in the book, Tyrese was all for Rick killing Dexter. And now, all of a sudden when he cheated and Carol damn near killed herself, you calling the man a murderer now. Like, nigga, But at the same time, Rick was attacking him crazy. Rick just felt like a justice warrior or some shit. Rick, you is not clean, bro. Man, this book really made me dive more into these characters. Like, I'm glad this happened because it shows that, even good characters got flaws. And at the end of the book, Rick was saying we are the Walking Dead, you know, and he's kind of embracing what Shane was thinking in the show. Yeah, this was a good book. I gotta give this one a 10 out of 10 too. I know people don't really be want to give books 10s, but this was a pretty entertaining book to me. It was a lot of love drama in it, kind of unrealistic, so some people might not get at a 10. But in terms of just entertainment, I give it 10 out of 10. You should definitely read it. It's in the libraries near you. Definitely give it a read.